What if you could shape the future of the kitchen design industry? Sounds fun, right? I received an email this week asking me to participate in a survey that will help determine key industry trends for the future. So I thought I'd share with you the survey, my answers, and why I answered the way I did in my attempt to shape the future of the kitchen design industry. Question number 1 is, what has been the most popular type of cabinet you have used in your kitchen projects over the last year? And my answer was custom. Now, I don't sell cabinets. I sell design services and I sell consultations. So my clients have to decide on what they're using themselves, but I do know a lot of my clientele use custom cabinets. No matter the type of kitchen cabinets you're buying, make sure that they, of course, fit your budget, they are the quality that you're looking for them to be, but also that your kitchen is designed to be functional. Because you can have a highly customized kitchen that doesn't work for you because you didn't go through the steps to make it the most functional space for your use. So really make sure of that before you decide on what you're going to use. If you don't have that component, this component doesn't really matter. All right, question number 2. Which of the following convenience features have you specified in your kitchen and bath cabinets in the last 12 months? Check all that apply. Charging stations, hidden outlets, lighting inside and underneath, motorized cabinets or drawer lifts, pull-down storage, push to open, soft close, or other. Here's my answers. If you're going to put an outlet in your kitchen that has USB and USB-C or some way of charging device, I think that's okay. But having them in a drawer with the charging station in the back, you put all your devices in there, I don't think that it's a smart idea for a kitchen because the way we charge our devices changes so rapidly that by the time you close the drawer, it's probably changed and obsolete. So I just don't know if I agree with that one, so I didn't check it off. And hidden outlets, I don't know. I like to make the kitchen more functional by decreasing the amount of steps I take in order to do something. And so hiding things, especially an outlet that I just want to use, I don't think that's the most functional approach. However, both of these things can be incorporated into a kitchen and can be functional, but I don't think they're the most functional. Lighting, of course, put lighting everywhere. Motorized cabinets and drawer lifts are something that I do recommend for people, especially in an aging in place scenario, or if you want that really convenient way of using parts of your kitchen, especially if it's heavier objects. I think this is something you should think about. Pull down storage, I talk a lot about that in other videos. Bringing things to you, I think, is more functional. There's a trade-off with the amount of space that the mechanism takes up, so there's always a balance, but I think it's a worthwhile venture to look at having those. Push to open and soft close. I don't know if that even belongs on the list because at this point in time, if you're not using soft close, like, what are we doing? And you can see in other, I put the magic corner because I think the corner is one of those really tricky areas to get right. So a blind corner with a magic corner, I think, is the best solution for a corner cabinet that you could put into a kitchen. Question number 3. Which of the following trends have you used in your kitchen cabinets in the last 12 months? Check all that apply. Door inserts, drawers versus doors, islands on legs, larder cabinets, more than one island, multi-use islands, open shelving, reeded or grooved detail, and other. Glass inserts are very popular, but the woven wicker and the wire mesh haven't been that popular. I don't know. Drawers versus doors, again, at this stage in the game, should they be on a list? It's not trendy. It's just the facts. Put a drawer in. Islands on legs, I've done that. That is a popular thing as well, whether they're fancy corbel legs or just the island itself is sort of on posts with the shelf on the bottom that's open. There's lots of different ways to do this. And that has been something that is popular. Larder cabinets. Basically, a larder is a separate pantry. Sometimes it incorporates a bit of a work surface. More than one island. I'm sorry to say I have clients who do that. Not sorry for the clients because it was the right thing to do in that situation. So all of these things, you can't just blindly go, wow, I would never do 2 islands. It might be the best case scenario. Multi-use islands. Yes. I mean, sink in the island, seating in the island, work surface on the island. This happens a lot. Open shelving. Everybody loves open shelving. So, you got to put it into a kitchen. Being facetious. Obviously, not everybody loves it, but it is something that is still very popular, not going away. As much as I can talk about it not being a good idea, many people love open shelving. So, yes, I've included that. Read it in grooved detail. Not so much. I haven't really come up against that. That doesn't mean the clients didn't incorporate it, but it's not something I have really concentrated on. And other was shallow open storage, which if you can utilize a wall in your kitchen for shallow storage, definitely think about it. It doesn't have to have doors. It can be just completely open. It could have doors if you want, but being able to have shallow storage, you can easily access all the stuff you want to get at. Excellent. Question number 5. Which of the following specialized storage solutions have you incorporated into your kitchen projects during the last year? Check all that apply. Cleaning supply storage, corner storage, pot and pan storage, small appliance storage, spice storage, stemware storage, step ladder storage, toe kick storage, utensil storage. Here's what I selected. So cleaning supply storage, I haven't really concentrated on. I've never really had a client say, I need something for my cleaning supplies. It's a great idea, and I think it belongs on the list. And if you're designing a kitchen, probably you should be thinking about how you're designing and utilizing cleaning supplies. So for me, this is like, I should probably be thinking more about that with clients in the future. But I don't really incorporate it so much. Corner storage, obviously, that comes in quite a bit. Again, blind corners with magic corner inserts, really great. But there's lots of different ways you can design a corner to be somewhat functional, which is good. Pot and pan storage, yes, definitely. The biggest way I do pot and pan storage is in a deep drawer bank. This seems to be the most usable. Hanging pot racks, definitely I don't do very many of or ever have done one because it's kind of an older school thing. Kind of skipped my generation. Maybe it's coming back, I don't know. Small appliance storage is a no-brainer. Everybody has small appliances. They're just making more and more of them all the time. There's just all kinds of different small appliances. You got to store them somehow, somewhere. So yeah, spice storage definitely comes up a lot, whether or not it's in a drawer, it's in a pull down or pull out, or just a wall cabinet, or some kind of cabinet in a base that's next to your range. So many different ways to store spices. My favorite, though, is in a drawer with the tiered storage that everything can sit on an angle. You can see everything really, really easily. This comes in handy, especially if all the bottles are the same size. And then your bigger bottles can store in another cabinet somewhere. That's my favorite way to do it. Stemware storage, don't really do a lot of, and I can't say specifically. I may have, but I can't remember specifically if I've done stemware storage. Step ladder storage, definitely I've incorporated that into kitchens. And the hidden step stools, I've had clients who have used those. So they pull out and they flip down either way. Hidden storage solutions like that and hidden step stools, really, really cool. Toe kick storage comes up a lot, and I've incorporated those into lots of kitchens. I don't necessarily think it's the most functional because it's on the floor and it's dirty and there's cockroaches and who knows what else. But it's space. You can use it. So go ahead. Utensil storage. Yeah. I mean, of course. You got to have utensil storage. So go for it. And I couldn't really think of an other, so I just left that one blank. All right, let's go to the next question. What is the most popular type of pantry you have incorporated into your kitchen projects over the last year? Appliance garage, built-in, butler, prep, scullery, standalone or walk-in, or other. I've designed all of these, but I think built-in cabinet pantries that are just incorporated into your run of cabinets tends to be the most popular. I'm not sure why, but I think it's because having a walk-in pantry, especially in a renovation, can be challenging because you don't have that room. If you're building a home and you can build a kitchen with a walk-in pantry, that's a different story. But I do get a lot of renovation clients, and because of that, they don't have a room that they can just use for a walk-in. So you incorporate a built-in, which is so much easier. So a lot of built-ins in the kitchens I've done. Question number 7 was, what percentage of your kitchen and bath projects over the last year have used cabinets that are made without off-gassing or VOCs? I don't actually know because I don't sell a physical product, but I do encourage you to do your research to make sure that the products you're putting into your home are healthy for you and that you're not getting something that's going to cause harm down the road. Next question. What percentage of your kitchen and bath projects over the last year have used cabinets that are Forest Stewardship Council rated? No idea. Number 9 was, what percentage of your kitchen and bath projects over the last year have been sourced from the US? I can't really say for sure, but I would say about 50 to 74% because my biggest audience is from the United States, and therefore my biggest clientele base is from the United States. And so I do think that probably a good number of the projects have been sourced from the US and not from somewhere else. like Canada. We're a big supplier of plywood. Number 10 is a little essay answer. What have been some of the kitchen and bath cabinet innovations you have seen over the last year from events like KBIS, showrooms, design centers, visiting places like your local shows and stuff like that? My answer was this. This is less of an innovation as it is a trend. Clients are leaning toward using less wall cabinets in their layouts, creating a more modern, open feel to their kitchens. This drives the need for more innovation in terms of pantry and base storage. So I've not necessarily seen any new innovations that I can say are like, wow, that really blows my mind in this past year. But I would say that that trend of minimalism or having less wall cabinets and really maxing out the storage capabilities of the other parts of your kitchen has been a trend. And therefore, you would want to have the most innovation in the way you store those things and use those cabinets. And the last question on the survey is, what is a cabinetry trend feature you feel is outdated and needs to be updated? The OTR, over the range microwave, needs to go away. And corner cabinets with lazy Susans should not be the standard option for corner bases. Corner base with a lazy Susan is the industry standard, and I just don't think it should be. I don't think it shouldn't be an option. I don't think that you should not have a corner-based lazy Susan if you really want one. I just don't think it should be the go-to solution every time for every cabinet designer to just put one in blindly and not think about it. I think we're not doing the kitchen justice or the client justice by just blindly putting that in there. Thinking through how they're going to use that corner is important. So that's why I put that in there. Hopefully my voice will be added to those who can shape the future of the kitchen design industry. Until then, I encourage you to watch this video where I outline step by step how to design a very functional kitchen. And there's something in here that you're not going to find on the internet. Although it's on the internet, I realize that's a bit ironic. You're going to have to check it out. See you in the next one.